right hand, and he's going to have to let it go because Chisora's going to be right in his face. So whatever it is he had left, Chisora's going to answer all the questions about Deontay Wilder internally.
I guess the one thing for Wilder, Carl, is that he has the carrot being dangled in front of him. Chisora said, look, win or lose, that's it, I'm done. Wilder says, if I win, I continue. And then you start hearing names like AJ. You start hearing names like the winner of Fabio and Daniel Dubois. So if I'm Wilder, you've got to give it absolutely everything. This is your last chance.
Even the Usyk fight's a possibility. Yeah. It wasn't that long ago when Usyk was talking about Wilder, and I actually understood why he was talking about it. He's had all these great names from this era on his resume, apart from Wilder. So the fight, in a way, makes sense. So there's a big carrot dangling there. But for both guys, I mean, personally, I would love to see both guys retire because I think this is a dangerous sport, and when you're over 40 and still doing it, I don't think it's any good for you. But when they keep winning, they're always chasing, and they want to chase the paydays. But what a way to go out on a big win! If Derek wins, he's beating Deontay Wilder. If Deontay Wilder wins, he's beating the hero in Derek Chisora. I think it'll be a great way for either guy to go out on a win.
Right, there you go. This press conference is going to be split up into two portions. You've got the undercard, everything up until the main event behind us. They're ready on stage. And then we have Chisora Wilder hosting their own press conference as well. It really is an interesting fight card. Some names of fighters upcoming, some names of fighters winning world title shots. Here is the undercard. Amir Anderson, unbeaten from American. Very confident, very brash. He takes on Jordan Dujon, Matty Harris. What a time to be a young heavyweight. Needs to get to winning ways. Now trained by Peter Fury. He takes on Franklin Ignatius. Denzel Bentley versus Andre Sabadra. Now this is interesting because Alan Canali, the current champion, is suspended. This could be a world title crack. If Bentley wins, he could get upgraded to full champion. A man that I think is going to become a world champion is Vidal Riley. He takes on former European champion Mateusz Mastanek. And the two old war horses, fight number 50 for Derek Chisora, fight number 50 for Deontay Wilder. There you go. Cracking card. All right. As I said, the undercard is ready to commence their words of war. This should be interesting. Adam Smith is ready to host it for us as well. So let's throw to one of the best voices in boxing, Adam.
Thanks very much, Ade. Big fight week upon us, don't we love it? 48 hours or so until the action kicks off. Wonderful to be here. Great to see so many of you at the York Hall, Bethnal Green, the British institution. So many, the likes of Lennox and Fury and AJ, Calzaghe, Ricky Hatton, they've all fought here. Johnny Tapia, I remember, coming over. A magical place for a huge press conference. And then we're over to the O2 Saturday night where the thrilling heavyweight fights happen. MF Pro and Queensbury present this huge Chisora Wilder event live on the global home of boxing, of course, on DAZN. It's a super card. We've got some cracking names, some really good talent, a real mixture on this fabulous show. Frank Warren couldn't be here present, but we have got another legendary promoter of the sport. He's just down here, and I'm sure he'll want to say a few words. Please welcome Kalle Sauerland.
Good afternoon, London, or good evening, London. What a venue this is. The memories in this place as a fan, as a promoter. Yeah, just unbelievable to be in the York Hall, building up to a fantastic Easter weekend of boxing on the home of boxing, and that is, of course, DAZN. Live from the O2 this Saturday night, we have 100, and we'll shortly be having the main event press conference, but you know, every big card, and this is, you know, MF Pro's very first London blockbuster card, has to have a great undercard. And I've decided to call this the support card and not the undercard because it doesn't do it quite the credit it deserves. 9 fights, you know, kicks off at 5 p.m. if you're lucky enough to have a ticket to the O2. 5 p.m. starts, so get in early. Young Guns, Tom Welland, Dan Toward will be kicking us off, 2 MF Young Guns. Going straight into Derek Chisora's protege, Jermaine Del Willo. And moving on from there, we go to 2 MF prospects from the States. The very exciting Amir Anderson, and of course H2O Silv. Before we get to for me, one of the picks of the card in terms of entertainment. We have an all-British heavyweight fight between the massive prospect Matty Harris with Peter Fury in his corner, taking on Ignatius, who we've had on our cards before. Promises to be a real great heavyweight fight to get us in the mood for later in the evening. Then we get to the title action. And a man who I've got so much respect for, a man who's had his ups and downs in his career. We promoted a fight of his for the British title not so long ago, which was one of the fights of the year. I think it was actually voted fight of the year in the UK. And that's Denzel Bentley, who takes on Saavedra for the WBO middleweight championship of the world. And then, of course, our co-feature, our MF star, Vidal Riley, sitting to my right, who challenges, following his capture of the British title, challenges Mateusz Masternak, a legend of the cruiserweight scene, for the European Championship. And, you know, it's these sort of cards that you need, and Adam, you know this from your big cards over the years that you've reported on, and it's what gets us in the mood for that big moment, for that big event. But it's an absolute pleasure and a privilege to be sitting here with these guys who have given it all in the gym, in the camp, building up to this and to their moments. And, you know, everyone get in there early because it's going to be worth watching. I'm very, very excited.
Beautifully set up. Let's have a quick word with the president of MF Pro, Amr Abdallah. Welcome.
Thank you, Adam. It's great to be here again. London, it is an absolute honor to be back here, and our first Inception card here in London with MF Pro. I can't... Kelly hit everything right on the head, so I don't want to reiterate it and bore you guys to death, but what I do want to talk about is what MF Pro is. We have an absolute honor of being able to partner with the home of boxing, DAZN. And our mission, our goal, is to be able to put on the biggest and best fights in partnership and in unity with all of the other promoters in boxing. Now, there's no more excuse about networks can't work together because they're all under the biggest network, which is DAZN. And we're going to kick this off with these young men on this stage being able to put on one heck of a card. Every single matchup on this card is electrifying. Again, I don't want to reiterate what Kelly said, but every one of them in its own right is going to be a main event. Of course, it leads us up to the co-main event, which is our MF Pro star, Vidal Riley, taking on the legend, Mateusz Masternak, for the European title. How much more fitting could it be than having it in London on the undercard, a co-feature of Deontay Wilder and Wilder and Chisora? At the end of that 12 rounds, or if it ends earlier, which we anticipate it to, there's only two things that we're looking to hear. And new. Vidal Riley, the new European champion, here crowned in London for bigger and better things. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for being here. We look forward to seeing you guys Saturday night, and of course, watching this exclusively on DAZN.
Thanks very much. Amr, that was brilliant. There was a wry smile on Team Masternak's face when you said that, but that's what boxing's all about. Let's get down to the front dais. Callum mentioned a couple of the young stars. Tom Welland, great to see you. West Ham Boys Club, I think you were. 9 victories in your 10. You're back. How excited are you to be part of this enormous occasion on Saturday night?
Yeah, well, it's great to be back for a start, but to be back on a card that's going to be remembered, it makes it even better, and it's a little bit bittersweet, really.
What are you going to show us on Saturday? You kick off at 5 o'clock. The real hardcore will be in there, ready to watch you. What are you going to deliver?
I'm going to show that I'm still the same fighter. I'm going to show the lessons that I've learned and the dark place that I've been to, but more for me is just building momentum again, and I can just reiterate that the rest of the card obviously is going to be very, very electrifying, but it all starts with my fight at 5 p.m. and yeah, I'm just going to set the tone for the rest of the card.
I love it. Set the tone and maybe steal the show.
Yeah, absolutely. That's always been my plan. That's every undercard I've been in, it's always been to try and outshine the main event or outshine the rest of the card. But I've got a point to prove this time, that I'm still there in contention for these different titles and these domestic titles. And me, it's more of a mental game as much as it is a physical game. But I need to right some wrongs in my own head before I can push on.
Fantastic to hear, Tom, and some friendly competition as well. You're at featherweight, at super welterweight. Dan Toward, great to have you with us from Berkeley, of course. Good record, 5 knockouts in your 7 victories. Again, you're looking to prove something on you Saturday.
What an opportunity and what a card to be on. And Saturday night, I'm going to prove why I deserve to be here.
What is it about MF Pro and obviously what they're delivering and will do on DAZN going forwards that's got your...
You've only got to look at the turnout here already, and like I said, Saturday night, I'll show why I belong to be on these cards.
And for those who haven't seen you, what do we expect?
Slick, southpaw boxing, power in both hands. You know, the fight could go any time, and anyone here and anyone tuning in, make sure to watch the prelims to Dan Toward.
Fantastic. We saw a slick southpaw with some power in Moses Atama at the weekend. Boxing's in a great place, isn't it? Up here on the table, right to the end, I was sitting there earlier and he kicked me off absolutely right. Jermaine Dilwire is unbeaten. He's also Derek's nephew, so it's great to have a family connection on the show. How nervous are you with your uncle sort of coming up later, and what sort of advice has he given you for these big moments?
Hi guys, and I'm not really nervous, to be honest with you. I worked hard for these moments, I prayed for these moments, and it's just a dream come true, to be honest.
8-0, so far so good. Again, like Dan, what are you going to show the public on Saturday, because this is a much bigger stage?
I'm just going to show everything I worked on in the gym, all the hard work, and just expect an exciting fight.
And I've got to ask you, what happens when Uncle Derek gets in the ring?
Expect a big victory from my uncle. KO, trust me.
I love that. A big victory at the O2. Let's go to H2O down at the front. Ashton Silv, great to have you with us. I'll call you H2O. Is that right?
Yeah, that's good.
That's good? Yeah. What are we going to see on Saturday night? You're bang in the middle, right in front of the press photography. Just stare down the barrel and tell them what we're going to see.
You are going to see me come to the show. I didn't come out here for no reason, and I just want to be back to where I was before the loss.
You've had a loss, but you've had 12 wins, plenty of knockouts as well. A style that you think is going to really excite the British public.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. That's why they call me H2O. It's just a different style inside the ring, and I just know everyone in the building is going to like the style that I bring.
We can't wait to see you. Alongside you is Amir Anderson, undefeated in 6 with 6 knockouts in with Jordan Dujon. That's our first live fight on DAZN. Amir, welcome over from New York. We like the look of you, pretty hot, great prospect. What are we building towards here?
First off, I want to say shout out to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Expect the show. You know, I mean, I come any way that I can. You know, I'm everything everybody wants to see. I'm versatile. I could switch southpaw. I could bang. I could box. So I'm a little bit of everything. So expect a big knockout.
I love that versatility. So we're not quite sure what we're going to get, but we're going to get everything all in one.
Yeah, you're gonna get all in one. You know, transferring from the gimmicks of Misfits, it shows that, you know, I'm an entertainer. You know what I mean? Boxing is not just about a brutal sport, it's about entertainment as well. You know, and so I think Cashman is one of the biggest entertainment most entertaining prospects in Misfits Pro. So I'm willing to show that April 4th. And everybody say they want to steal the show, but I think I'm gonna steal the show too.
Yeah, I love that. I love this competition on the front row. Cashman, fantastic. Are you going to go all the way in this sport?
Yeah, I'm eyeing, you know, no disrespect to Denzel and I don't want to butcher his name, but you know, I'm eyeing that fight. You know, I think I'm a prospect that belongs as a contender, and you know, I believe I could beat these guys now. And I'm 22, I'm 6-0, but I believe that now is the time to show that I'm a contender. If I knock this guy out, I got I believe that I need a bigger fight, and I need to show that, you know, I belong up there. And I know I belong up there. I'm going to show y'all April 4th.
I love the confidence. I love the attitude. We move up to the heavyweight division. Calla teased it earlier. Really good matchup this. I like this. Matty Harris and Franklin Ignatius. Only one defeat each on their records. They're almost the battle of the unbeatens. We'll come to you first, Franklin. It's a big chance this for you. You put together some pretty good wins, but one over Matty Harris will be something new for you in your career.
Yeah, definitely. I think a win over Matty Harris would be a statement win for me. It's exactly the win I need to get my momentum back and launch me back at the top of the domestic power. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Saturday. I'm looking forward to showing what I'm about.
I guess you accepted this fight straight away, the chance. You've seen Matty Harris. He's a big puncher. He's tall. He's got plenty of prospect ahead of him, hasn't he? But you've got to stop that. You've got to run your own road here.
The way I look at it is, it's the perfect fight for me. He has a good style, he punches good, looks good, so it's the right type of fight for me to, like I said, get my momentum back. So, yeah, man, I'm glad, you know, despite all the BS earlier, we're here now, and I'm ready, looking forward to putting on a show on Saturday.
There we go, we've got a little bit of fire. You punch good, you look good. Come on, what are you going to do to Matty Harris, Franklin?
Listen, it's going to be a destruction. You're going to see a fighter come in and putting his heart on his sleeve, and you're going to see me putting on a destructive performance. I think that a lot of people are going to be really shocked, but for me and my team, it's not going to be no surprise. Do you know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, man, it's going to be fun.
We love shocks, we love upsets, unpredictability in this sport. Matty, great to see you. You're on a roll now. I know you had that one defeat, but everything's looking rosy under Peter Fury, and I know you're looking to perform and shine on Saturday night.
Yeah, absolutely. Just want to start off by saying thank you to DAZN and Misfits for having me up here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going out there, putting on a good performance, and collecting that performance of the night bonus I've seen was being advertised.
You're from my old neck of the woods, Leamington Spa. I've known you a long time. Do you think that you've got the talent, ability, and will have the experience to be able to go and deal with these heavyweights? I mean, the pot in the Glamour division, it's never been hotter.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Peter wouldn't train me if he didn't think that I was capable of going on to achieve big things. So, as I said, Saturday night is, for me, a first step up in the right direction to go on and achieve what I want to achieve.
You say it's a step up. How do you deal with Franklin Ignatius? What have you got to do on Saturday?
I can do whatever I want. We've trained for that. So I think I get rid of him. At what point, we'll see. I don't really care how it goes, to be honest. I've trained for 10 hard rounds, even though it's an 8-rounder. So we've more than prepared for this. We know what he's going to bring. He's, as I said, I've got myself in good shape. I respect him as a fighter. That's why I've gone away and put the hard work in. But he is what he is as a fighter, and I think I'm going to go in there and demolish him.
You're going to demolish him. He says a destructive performance, so someone's getting
an egg. I don't know. He's not demolishing.
You're not the
anyone.
puncher you think you are. You fool people that can't even. You don't even know their names. Who you fool?
We'll see you.
Brother,
we'll see you
let me
fold.
tell you something right now.
We'll
all
see
the
you
people
fold.
that you fool, you don't fought a man of a post.
We'll see you fold.
The first time a man stepped up to you, you crumbled. What on earth are you talking about?
If that's what you're hoping on, and as I said, it's going to be a long night.
I'm not hoping on nothing. I'm seeing a man who's scared,
my days. Here he goes
whittling
again.
himself. Damn near hard to find. You had an opportunity to fight me in November. You ducked out on Monday of a fight, talking nonsense, and now we're here. I don't want to see no bullshit. Make sure you turn up Saturday and get the beating that you need.
You ain't beating anyone, bro. Let's be honest. It says, I'm here. I'm here right now. You're going to see me on Saturday night, and we'll take it from there.
Someone's getting knocked out, I think, on that front row. Love it. Absolutely love it. You want a heavyweight battle, that's the warm-up we need for Chisora Wilder later on. Matty Harris and Franklin Ignatius, that's what we want to hear. Fantastic. We'll come up to the top table. Really, really important fight. Adi mentioned it earlier, Cal has mentioned it, for the WBO Interim World Middleweight Championship between two excellent fighters in Denzel Bentley and Andre Saavedra, who's originally from Venezuela. He's got a great record, plenty of knockouts in the 17 victories. Tough one step up for Denzel, he knows that. Right, let's go to Andre. Ray Flores with him. Andre, how important is it for you to get a big win over Denzel Bentley to put yourself in line to become a world middleweight champion after everything that you've gone through in this sport, which has been a tough road?
Es un reto más para mí esta pelea con Bentley, una pelea que siempre he estado buscándola desde que me inicié como boxeador profesional. Llegó el momento de demostrar quién es Andre Saavedra y este sábado 4 de abril lo vamos a demostrar.
This is a very important moment for me to be on a card of this magnitude and taking on someone like Denzel Bentley. This is my moment to be able to demonstrate to the entire world who Andre Saavedra is.
Fantastic. I love that. We've seen plenty of Andre, aggressive, loves a fight. Has he got that style to really excite the O2, which is going to be packed and the atmosphere is going to be phenomenal by the time he fights?
Sí, vengo a dar un espectáculo acá en London, que la gente se lleve una muy buena imagen de mí. Vengo con todas las ganas de ser el nuevo campeón en las 160 libras.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I have the style to entertain the fans at the O2 Arena. I come with all the energy, the excitement, and I want to entertain the fans when they watch me fight, that they take away a very memorable performance from me, Andre Saavedra.
Absolutely, Andre. We can't wait for that. Denzel, you know the danger that this guy brings. You've studied him. You think, I guess, that you've got the perfect counter-punching style to deal with him, but it's going to be fireworks, isn't it, this one?
Yeah, it's going to be fun, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Do you think it's come at the right time? I know there's been inactivity. I know that you're on that really good run. There's been the ups and downs, as Calais mentioned, but you've stuck with it, and you're nearly there now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think inactivity would be an issue. I'll stay active. I'm always in the gym. I'm always doing what I need to do. So, like you said, it's been a while since I've been at the gym, and I've just got to thank God that I'm able to come back 60 months out on a card like this. Do you know what I mean? So, I'm excited about this fight. I think this is a good fight. I think it's going to bring fireworks, and I think it does have the style to excite the O2, but so do I, so I hope the fans enjoy it.
You've definitely got the style, and we've seen you up and down the country doing bits of interviews, commentary, that sort of thing, waiting to get back into the gloves and perform. And is that what's going to happen on Saturday night?
Yeah, I mean, Saturday's around the corner, man. I feel good. I'm in great shape. I feel alive, got a smile on my face, and I just can't wait to fight, man. That's what I love to do. All the commentary stuff, yeah, it's just to, you know, make the time go by, but I'm a fighter.
You're good at it, I'm telling you.
I'm better at fighting.
You're better at fighting. You were pretty good here with that 2-round knockout win. That was at York Hall. York Hall's a great place for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, man. It is. It feels good to be back here, but it also feels good to be moving up. The O2 is the only venue in London I haven't done, and I think this is the perfect occasion for me to fight there for the first time.
As Adi and Carla Malik was saying, the middleweight division is sort of open now with what's been going on, so a win really puts you there, and maybe even you become a world champion. How much will that mean to you after all the toil in this sport?
It'll mean a lot, man. I mean, this is what we strive for as fighters. I mean, every fighter on this table right now wants to be a world champion. So, you know, we're all fighting for the same thing, and any fighter that tells you they don't, then, you know, they're probably, you know, just, I don't know what they're in it for, to be honest. But, yeah, man, it would mean a lot. I think I can do it. I believe I can do it. And like I said, man, I can't wait.
Finally, everyone down there on that table and most of the ones up here are saying they're stealing the show. How do you do it?
You have to wait till Saturday, man. Everyone believes in themselves, everyone's putting work, and they can steal the show in their own right. I ain't competing with anyone down there on that table. My only opponent is NG over there, so, yeah.
Fantastic. Really good. Denzel Bentley and Andre Saavedra for the interim world middleweight title. Can't wait for that. Chief support is a big fight. European cruiserweight title and an IBF eliminator as well. Two excellent fighters, different journeys. I've got to see them both over the years. Vidal Riley, who had a brilliant performance at his beloved Tottenham over Chev Clark, winning the British title, jumps up, and it's a big jump up, against Matthias Masternak, who we've seen here plenty of times before, the days with Tony Bellew, Chris Billam-Smith and others. Second time a European champion. Firstly, I want to ask Matthias, is the fire still burning as much as it always has?
Hello, everybody. Yes, of course, Kalle said Masternak is cruiser legend. Yes, of course, but still have plans, dreams. I'm still heavy work, but I'm ready for this big show.
Great. That's a great opening line. A cruiserweight legend, 50 victories in 56 fights, but still not yet to get your hands on a world title. I guess at 38, is that still the goal, that you believe you can become a world champion?
Yes, this is my dream. Long time wait for this fight. My last championships fight, I'm lost, but don't lost my skills, but my body broken, but much change in my preparation from this fight. I'm a little bit come back to my old style. So, let's do it.
Yes, let's do it. Back to the old style. How highly do you rate the man over there, the undefeated Vidal Riley? How good do you think he is and can be?
Problem is undisputed fighters. I don't know where is his limit. This is important, but these good fighters, quick, strong, but myślę, że widziałem już ten styl. Boksowałem z zawodnikami, którzy walczą podobnie. Dawałem sobie radę, więc głęboko wierzę w to, że tym razem również dam sobie radę.
I think I saw this style. I fought with similar fighters, and I think I can manage this time as well.
Okay, finally, before I go to Vidal, what happens on Saturday night? What entertainment are we going to see, and what will the result be?
I think left, right, uppercut, hug, everything.
Do you think you win by knockout?
No. Of course, this is, every fighter want to win by knockout. This salt of boxing, or this big show. But important for me is skills. Win by point is, of course, nice.
Round of applause for a fantastic second language interview. What a great guy. Matthias Masternak, indeed, a cruiserweight legend. That's what you've got to topple Vidal Riley. You looked brilliant at Spurs back in November. Do you think this is the right fight, the right opportunity at the right time?
Definitely, definitely. I want to thank everyone for being here today. I want to give a big shout out and appreciation to MF Pro. This is where I've wanted to be. I've worked my whole life to be in this position, much to, contrary to belief. Everyone believes everything's been given to me. I met KSI, my life's been great the whole time. That's not how this thing has gone. That's not the journey, that's not the career. I started boxing at 3 years old in the living room with my father, avoiding the TV and the sofa, learning my footwork and defense. These things don't drop down from the sky. I've had to work to be where I am today. the national titles, the sparring with quality fighters, Dan Aziz in the ring, Lawrence Okoli, Dillian White, Richard Riakpo, you know, the wins over Billum Smith, Daniel Dubois, all these things, man. Like, started boxing round the corner from here in Repton Boxing Club, prestigious amateur boxing club, Newham, West Ham. This has been my whole life. And how I got to meet Amir Abdullah was later on in the journey, but it was through KSI. You know, when I went to Vegas and turned professional, I couldn't afford the flight there. You know, people ask about me and JJ's relationship, me and KSI's relationship. He paid for the flight, he paid for the hotel. And then Leon said, take your kit, maybe you can do something out there. So I'm only in these positions because I've worked hard, I'm blessed to meet the right individuals, but nothing's been given to me. I've had to work my whole life for this. And I think there's always a misunderstanding about how I got here and I'm like some industry plant or something. But I've actually had to grind. And the evidence is there. I'm 13-0. People talk about inactivity. You ain't got that many fights. Why am I sitting here on the top table in a world title eliminator for the European title with only 13 fights? You have to ask yourself that. And it's because I'm ready to do what I need to do. And I'm ready to prove not only can I be European champion, but I am world level.
That's a rallying call. Vidal Riley is ready, and trust us, we know about your journey and we know the talent. I guess the question is, can that talent beat experience? Can you step up the levels now to deal with somebody who is still hungry, who still has world dreams of his own and is proven as a professional?
It's not just about talent. That's what I've learned along this journey as well. I've got ample talent. I've got a lot of talent. It's about the work. It's the hard work. It's the mentality, the dedication. And this game only exists by answering questions. Once I defeat Matthias Masternak on Saturday night, you're going to ask me, can I step it up again to become a world champion? It's my job, my team's job, my family, my promoters, everyone around me to make sure I'm in the position to continue to level up. So, short answer, yes, Adam, I'll step up the level again, like I have done, from being a prospect to an English champion, to a British champion, to a world rank contender. And that's it. Look at Derek doing what he does.
There you go. There you go. You had your big moment, Vidal, and in comes...
to squeeze it in now. Look at him.
In comes Derek. And he wants to see his nephew.
It's my nephew. Whoever beats him, I'll give you a bonus of 10,000. There's a bounty on his head now.
Well, let's give a round of applause for Derek Chisora in the room. Right in the middle of my speech.
Derek will be back. He had to do that, didn't he? Vidal was doing so well. I was loving his speech. Didn't they both do well? Vidal Riley and Matthias Masternak for the European Cruiserweight title, doubling up as a world eliminator. Terrific chief support, co-main event on a fabulous night for boxing. The main event press conference will be coming up in a few minutes. We've got a few head-to-heads to do. I want to see Matty Harris and Franklin Ignatius go at it at the head-to-head. Also Vidal, also Denzel, Andre, Matthias, come together for the photographers. Guys, wish you all the very best of luck on Saturday night. A fantastic appetizer hors d'oeuvre for the main event. Thank you.
There you go. So presser number 1 done. A little teaser for presser number 2. Derek Chisora there walking in, shaking everyone's hands, including his nephew. It got a little spicy between Matty Harris and Franklin Ignatius. I don't know. I'm just obviously cat's got my tongue today. That's going to be an interesting heavyweight bout. Both of these guys have lost just the once. Both of them have been stopped in that defeat, and they've kind of been building slowly since it. Confidence-wise, where are they going to be? They know they're going in there, and this is the first acid test for both of them since those defeats, Malik. Where are they going to be?
Well, I believe Mary Harris, he went and got, or if not, he already had Peter Fury as his trainer, correct?
Yeah, went and got him.
He went and got him. So that goes to show the mission that he's on to become more of a complete fighter and to make sure all his T's are crossed and his I's are dotted, meaning that whatever happened to him in defeat, hopefully it won't happen to him on Saturday night. So that shows a lot about the young man's character. He's willing to go get the proper help to make sure that he get the best out of himself. So we're going to see what he do on Saturday night.
It's a good division domestically as well. I mean, you look below sort of British level, there's some really good English level fighters. Johnny Fisher sort of springs to mind as good English level fighters. The winner of this one's going to be knocking on that door quite soon.
Yeah, it's a great division, and you forget about guys, I guess, because the heavyweight division is so hot at the minute, but I think it's a really important fight for both guys. They'll not want to lose again. There's been a lot said about Matty Harris and about how good he was, but the time that I saw him when he lost that fight, he looked like he gassed after about 2 or 3 rounds. So obviously you have all the skill in the world, but if you're not training and doing the right things, then you're not going to go very far. But in saying that, Peter Fury won't allow that to happen, and he's the right trainer for him, I think.
Yeah, we are going to get all the heads there. Well, 3 of the head-to-heads here as well. Denzel Bentley, obviously big opportunity for Denzel Bentley, WBO interim middleweight title fight. And Matthias Mastanek, you just saw on camera, that 56 fights, 50 wins, which honestly is incredible, and you can understand why he's being called a legend in the cruiserweight division. This is Derek Chisora arriving at York Hall, Buffalo. This is just, how do you even get a license to drive this thing on the road?
Or even put the whole mission together. Only Derek Chisora can do this. But you got to love the guy. You got to be proud of him, because this is not just boxing. This is also entertainment. This is personality, and this is character. So it's appreciated by me and many others.
This is what he's done, right? It's not just the fights. I think of Derek, and I think of the outside antics as well. You think of what happened in Dusseldorf with David Haye many moons ago. Yeah. You think of the face-off with Dillian White. He sells you what he's going to do outside the ring, and in the ring he always delivers.
Yes. Yeah, he does, and he's always in your face, and he puts on a show every time. I mean, you never see a boring Derek Chisora fight. You never really see the build-up to a Derek Chisora fight being born as well, and that's why he demands so much respect, and that's why he gets the respect. The guy with 13 fights, it doesn't happen. Not in the latest eras, this era or the era before. When you have 13 defeats on your record, you're on the scrap heap, you're done, but not Derek, and then he's still demanding big numbers.
Malik, I guess this is why it's so difficult for him to stop. Because of things like this, the adulation, you see him there talking to the local police. He loves all of this. And for him to kind of say, okay, no more of this, is going to be hard.
I believe Derek, even though he never won a world title, he loves being the people champ. He enjoys the people. Like I said earlier, he loved making the people feel good. Yeah, he got 13 losses, but those 13 losses never discouraged him. And like I believe I heard him say in past interviews, I'm going to go again, and again. So you got to give him credit for that. Nothing discourages man. And on Saturday night, he's going to come right to Deontay Wilder to see what he has.
Do we all believe, and let's ask the questions, put it out there. Do we all believe if he wins, that's it? Do you believe if Chisora wins, he doesn't fight again?
I want to believe it, but I'm not quite sure. I hope so. It'd be a great win to go out on, wouldn't it, for either man? If you're Derek or Deontay. So I would like to see both guys.
No, you would like to see it, but do you believe it?
Right.
Not sure.
Absolutely.
What do you think, Malik? I mean, he's ranked number 2 in the IBF. I mean, Alexander Usyk, who's been undisputed twice, could say, okay, you know what? Let's vacate.
Yeah.
If Chisora gets the knock on the door to say you're fighting for a world title next, do you want it? What does he do?
Chisora is going to accept the fight, and if he don't, I would be very, very surprised. And we all know Deontay has no plans on retiring. He's saying he wants to continue his dream to become undisputed. So neither one of these guys, in my opinion, the sales pitch is kind of retirement word a little bit, but I don't think neither one of them is going to after this fight.
All right, let's talk about some of the undercard fighters we just saw. Vidal Riley, who, again, just 13 fights, fighting a man that has 56 fights. Which is incredible, nearly 4 times the amount of fights. Is it going to be a case of experience wins out? As we saw in the card in Manchester on Saturday gone, a lot of experienced fighters got the job, or is it the youthful exuberance and skill set of Vidal Riley?
Well, look, whoever made this fight will be hoping that they've got it right, and Masternak is kind of just on the wrong side of his good years, and Vidal Riley's a good fighter. I'm not saying here that Vidal Riley is getting an old over the hill Masternak. Certainly it's someone that's slightly past his best, but it's a big win if he can pull it off.
Here we go. Face-offs, Matty Harris, Franklin Ignatius, a war of words, just the one defeat for both of them. Franklin Ignatius got stopped by the current British heavyweight champion, Jimmy TKV, so no shame in that. TKV is a very good fighter. Matty Harris got stopped by a kind of journeyman that gives people problems. Now, as Malik said, with Peter Fury, he's hoping that all the promise, Carl, that we've been told about him, he can deliver.
Yeah, look, we've heard all the stories, and he's a good fighter, very skillful fighter. Can, by all accounts, can punch very hard. But the boys are going at it here. But
why have we not got a mic there? What's going on? One job, get a mic. I want to know what they're saying.
We need to hear that.
Someone slipped up, but the kid can fight, and with Peter Fury, I think it's the right coach for him. Someone who's not going to take any messing about, and if he's not in shape, he won't fight. So I think it was a good move for him.
Yeah, and like I said, Malik, this is the best time, I think, in a long time to be a heavyweight. I mean, right now, you're getting good money, you're getting good opportunities. There are so many fights to be made at every single level. The winner really goes on, but the loser still has a place and a part to play as well.
Yes, but I believe that's the mentality that neither one of them should go in the ring with. I think they should look at this like this is a make and break fight. It's very important for young fighters, especially young heavyweights coming up in the division. You can't look at a fight after a loss and say, well, even if I lose this one, possibly I could come back. You can't look at them circumstances. Both of these guys need to go in the ring Saturday night and put everything on the line, because you just never know. There is no tomorrow.
I see what he's done there. There is no tomorrow, as they're playing the Rocky soundtrack.
Absolutely.
There you go, yeah. What are we paying Malik? Double it. Double what we're paying Malik. Here we go, Denzel Bentley, who, look, put on a really good performance many moons ago against Yanibek Alam Kanali, who was the WBO champion. Yanibek currently stripped, serving a ban for a doping violation. This is for the interim title. Denzel could be upgraded, so this could be a world title fight.
Yeah, big up. It could be a world title fight. The champion could get elevated and become the full world champion. It's not the way I would like to see it, and the winner of this fight certainly won't want to call themselves the world champion, I don't think, if they've been elevated to that position. But it's a huge opportunity, and whether they become a world champion off the back of this or the next fight gives them the opportunity to call themselves the world champion, big moment for both guys' careers.
Denzel Bentley's been out the ring 16 months, Malik. I mean, we hear about ring rust. It must be true ring rust, though. I mean, he can spar as much as he wants. He can do the road work. Fighting under the bright lights is fighting under the bright lights.
Absolutely.
60 months is a long time.
Yeah, it's nothing like activity. I think it's the closest thing to a plague for fighters, to not be active. Inactivity is what destroys fighters, because one, it destroys motivation, it destroys confidence, and it make you not as sharp. So yeah, you're sparring every day, you're training hard every day, but it's nothing like getting in that ring under the lights. That's why I believe the best fighters, to me, in my opinion, is the most active fighters concerning young fighters coming up. So him being out for 16 months, I don't know if it's going to take a toll, but we're going to see.
Here we go. So many good cruiserweights in the world. Obviously, number one, I guess, being Jai Pataya, who's coming off that win against Brandon Glanton. These are two people that want that crack at Jai. Remember, this is for an IBF International title as well. So potentially, you're talking a world title shot for the winner of this one. Mastanek, who's been desperate for a world title, against Vidal Rani. That's the co-main event on Saturday. I do believe Vidal's going to join us in a few moments as well. But right now, we do know what it is on DAZN, and it's heavyweight season. So many big heavyweight fights coming up.
In boxing, everything begins with the heavyweights. The division where legends are born. Lewis, Tyson, Ali, Frazier, Foreman, Klitschko. The ultimate prize? The title every fighter dreams of. Heavyweight champion of the world.
Thank you so much!
Now a new generation rises. Moses Atama, the rising force. Fabio Wardley, a remarkable rise through the ranks.
War by name, war by nature.
Daniel Dubois, built for destruction.
Are you not entertained?
Agit Caballo, waiting for his moment. And above them all, the giants still loom. Big names, big power, big knockouts.
It is lights out!
Heavyweight season has begun. Only on DAZN.
Not bad, is it? Heavyweight season on DAZN. Chisora Wilder this Saturday, O2 Arena. Then we take the Eurostar to France for this one. Lawrence Okoli versus Tony Yoka. Great fight, that one. But this has to be the fight of all fights. Daniel Dubois versus Fabio Wardley. Fabio Wardley, the current WBO heavyweight champion. Daniel Dubois, former IBF champion. Whoever got the graphic on this one, spot on, don't blink. That one's not going the full distance. And then the man that rules the rules, Alexander Usyk, fighting the kickboxing legend, the sensation in Egypt, Rico Verhoeven. That is great. Remember, Ultimate Pro is the best way to watch all this. Go to DAZN.com, get Ultimate. It really is the best way, value for money, to watch all of that boxing. Look who's joined us. By the way, I go to the same gym as this man. He normally looks like a heavyweight. He's got down in weight. He's got down in weight. Vidal, how are you, my man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Good to be back on the zone, man.
It's good to have you as well. This is it, co-main event. It's a big one as well. I mean, the winner of this, let's be honest, the way in which the IBF are maneuvering, you could be fighting for a world title shot next. Do you think of that, or do you think of, wait, I've just got to get through this experienced monster? And he looks quite scary, Masadek, up front, doesn't he?
No, I don't know about looking quite scary. He just looks like what he looks like. But, I mean, we've all of us standing here has lived enough life to know not to think too far about what's next. You know, it's good to hear the prospect of things, but Saturday night is Saturday night, and I need to focus on that. That's what's next.
Do you feel as though this fight right here, concerning your resume, is your toughest fight concerning opponents, the experience that he had? Yeah, he's 38 years old, but he comes with a lot of experience, and you have good wins on your record, but I believe beating this guy will be, in my opinion, your biggest win concerning his experience rate.
Yeah, no, definitely. There's no disputing that this is my toughest opponent to date. Yeah. I have 13 fights. He's got 33 knockouts. He's got 3 times as many knockouts as I have fights. Yes. So there's no way crazy. I can underestimate him. I respect him with how I prepared. You know, all respect on Saturday will be just put into the performance and shaking his hand after he has to hand me over the belt. Yes.
How important is winning the European title to you? I feel like it's a title that in this part of the world has been forgotten about for some reason, but it was a title I was very proud of and I won it. And I think the next step is after that is a world title. How important is it for you to win this European title?
It's extremely important. I think the EBU European title, because we have to be specific.
I'm so happy you just did that. Yeah. Because there is so many European titles floating around. This is the European title.
European titles that you can be put in a position to win, but the EBU title, it's a big deal. It follows in the line of the traditional belts. I've traditionally won the English, the British, and now to traditionally win the EBU, it gives you a perfect level check to show that you are ready for world level.
Malik just mentioned, obviously, this will be your toughest opponent. On paper, last time out against Chev Clark, that was the toughest opponent. And you made that look relatively easy. Again, going in, everyone gave Chev a good chance, and rightly so, right? Chev was the champion, and you were too good on that night. It's almost like they're holding you back, because I feel like you could go. That performance told me you're ready to go, but I guess it is building steps.
Yeah, I think that I've proved that I'm the best domestically. It's only right to prove you're the best in the continent and then take over the world. Yeah. So I think this is the perfect progression for me against an opponent that poses difficulty for a lot of guys that have gone on to be world champions. It's all about the fashion that I do it at this time in my career to move forward.
Do you think stylistically he comes or remind you of any of the opponents that you fought last? Does he have anything like in common with Clark? I know he comes forward at times, but also he's like a boxer puncher at times. But do he remind you of anybody else that you fought in resemblance?
Not as a professional, but definitely from the amateurs. Yes. Like having a good international career, you meet a lot of Eastern European fighters, well-schooled European fighters. You know, they got their little pendulum steps and they got good fundamentals. So it's not something I've not seen before ever, but as a professional, yeah, it's a new challenge.
Is it something that's important to you? You kind of touched on it on the stage, but people that don't know you feel like you're almost a YouTuber who can box, but there's more to you than that, than the amateur experience from bygone days years ago. Yeah. What was your amateur club?
West Ham Boxing Club, yeah.
And winning national titles and international as well. Is it important for you to remind people that I'm actually a real fighter and I can do this?
100%. Like, I can't put years into one sport, from going to the gym first at 6 years old to standing here with you today and let everyone think that it's based off meeting YouTubers. Like, it's just, I wouldn't be able to perform on this level if it was purely based off social media following. You need to be able to fight at the end of the day, and that's the only reason I know how to, is because I put my life into it.
Absolutely. It's funny, yeah, because obviously like, I listen to Malik quite a lot, who's clearly a student of the game, and so are you as well. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but this guy, I saw him in a sauna, and he had a video of Masternek outside the sauna. And I was like, who are you watching on the video? I was like, I'm watching Masternek. We're in the sauna. Yeah. I'm like, this is what he does. So he's like shedding a bit of weight and obviously loosening up and watching his opponent as well. You study the game.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I want to disclaimer, it wasn't this week.
No.
This
it's true. How long? This was a while back, wasn't it? This was at least 2 months ago, at least. He isn't trying to cut weight in the sauna now. Yes.
No, I mean, it's hot in there, and if there's only one way, there's a good way to stay distracted, and that's to continue to study and just plant your opponent into your brain whilst you're just cooling off and stretching.
And I want to say something to that. I'm glad Adi just brought that up. This game is a game of inches. Every advantage counts. So the fact that you was doing that while you was in the sauna, things like that, that's what its character is about. That's what being a champion is about. Never taking off. Even when you're in the sauna, you're looking at your opponent. And take pride in that. Most young fighters nowadays, they don't like to say they study their opponent. How not? You're a prize fighter. You're fighting for a prize. This man is trying to stop you. Very good job. I'm looking for a good performance Saturday night.
Final one before we let you go, Vidal. Last time out, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. This time out, O2 Arena. You clearly don't do small shows anymore. It's big shows and big venues only now for Vidal O'Reilly.
Well, this is the plan. You know, with MF Pro, you know, I'm the face of the company, and that comes with responsibility, and that comes with fighting the opponents that will pack out the O2 and will pack out the bigger venues. You know, I've had my York fights, won my English title here, defended titles here. But now, yeah, I'm ready for the big stage, and I'm ready to do the work to continue to stay there, man.
Good luck on Saturday. Vidal O'Reilly, chief support against Mateusz Masternek. By the way, Deontay Wilder, in true heavyweight fashion, is late. He's about 10 minutes away, which is perfect because what we can do is have a look back at his training camp in Tuscaloosa.
We're in Northport, Alabama, and this gym is it's my second home now. You know, this is the second gym that we started. Yeah, I've done a lot of great work here. In all, we have 3 gyms. You know, we had the original. This is the second one we moved to, and then I got one that's custom built as well.
Used to be a male dancer.
At least you weren't a female dancer.
This training camp, mentally, it demanded me to stay 100% focused. I've been 100% focused and locked in. And it's been a great feeling, you know, no distractions, preparing for one night, one fight. What still drives me is, you know, I started my career because of my daughter that was born with spina bifida. So I risked my life to save a life. And I've done it very well, you know. Then added 6 more kids, make 7 kids in all. Not only taking care of my family, but taking care of other families. I was very selfless. But at this point in time, I'm selfish. You know, I've never really just been selfish in my life. I've always had to take care of people. I've been taking care of people since I was 12 years old. This is the first time in my life I can say I'm selfish. And that's where I am at this point in time. I'm at peace. I'm happier than I ever been in a long time. Sweet home, Alabama. In this area, back in the day, blacks was prohibited to come around in this area. Only time they was here is to clean houses and stuff like that. This is the Black Warrior River, and they got a Black Warrior right here in front of the Black Warrior River. I just see progression, I see change, I see, you know, how far, you know, a culture have come, and it's just a motivation every time I see it.
I think you're going to see the best version of Deontay because he knows what's on the line. He knows what he's in against. Very, very, very tough, determined Derek Chisora. And so Deontay knows that to do what he has to do to win spectacularly, he has to be ready. And so you're going to see the Deontay Wilder that you will remember forever.
The version you're going to see is not the man you see now with these smiles and polite. You know, I've stated it before, you know, we were friends, but on fight night, even the fight week, it won't be the same. It can't be the same. You know, we are two warriors, and when warriors are ready to go to war.
There you go, a little snippet of what it's like to be, I guess, in the mind of Deontay Wilder as he prepares for what will be, I guess, the toughest fight of his career. The next one's always the toughest one, and this one means so much to him as well. Malik, again, you can provide just an incredible insight.
Yes.
What is he like in camp? You get some fighters that are happy, some fighters that are angry in camp, right? Because camps are always difficult. What's Deontay like?
Well, he's like a happy medium. He's happy. He come in the gym with love. But the minute that Deontay put the gloves on and it's time to spar, I've never seen no fighter do with 18, 20-ounce gloves on what I've seen Deontay Wilder do to sparring guys in the ring. I'm talking about concussive, knocking people out cold, making people snore, all of that. Because once he get in the ring, everything is serious. Even the floor work, he takes it very well. The shadow box, they try their best to monitor the habits and stop him from being a creature of habit. So all these things he focused on. But what's really underrated about him to me is his dedication to actually training camp when he's in it. When he's in it, he'll do whatever it is you ask him. When he's in it, he'll get the right recovery. Like, you know what I mean? That's just who he is. So training camp, a lot of time with Deontay, when I was experiencing it, be very violent, but also a lot of good times as well that would go on in camp.
Another thing I think that's really underrated of Deontay, and people talk about his power and his right hand, but I think his jab is actually a lot better than people give him credit for. Would you agree with that?
Yes, absolutely. I also would say, too, at times he's got away from his jab. There was a time that people used to praise Deontay about his jab, but I believe all punches, the more and more they knock people out, believe it or not, the more sometimes they forget how they got the knockout. Yeah. And a lot of his early knockouts came from behind his Tommy Hearns-like jab early on. He got away from it and just started gunning for the right hand, gunning for the right hand. But when he's locked in behind the system, keeping his knees bent and his chin down and shooting that jab, it's very few heavyweights that can deal with him. And I'm looking forward to him being remotivated and doing the right thing on Saturday night against Chisora.
When you say remotivated, don't want to put words in your mouth, but yes. Does that mean he was demotivated for the Zhang and Parker fights, or outside issues? Like,
yes.
What was the problem?
Yeah, well, he's very transparent about that. During those training camps, that he was going through so much life issues, but he was trying his best to push through it. He even shared with you guys experience of both of those training camps where he would be shedding tears because he would be going through so many other life issues. And at a fighter at a high level, those things can affect you. They just can. And as you've seen in the performances, they perfected it. They affected him. Like, you know what I mean? He wasn't as focused. He disengaged a bit too much, and he didn't really stick to the proper game plans to defeat those fighters. And those are dangerous guys. Big Zhang, Joseph Parker, he fought them when they was at their best. Joseph Parker was at his best during that time. Zhang was at his best during that time, and he got beat by both of them. But that came from not being as focused. That came from having outside things outside the gym in life that we all go through. He was dealing with them, trying to juggle 3 or 4 balls at once concerning problems. And this time, he's back with Don House. Don House always was around, even when I was the head coach. But now they got a lot of one-on-one time together, and I believe their hard work can possibly pay off, depending on how Deontay listened to Don House in the corner.
Carl, do you think it's a great point you make about who he lost to in Zhang and Parker? At the time, Carl, I think were 2 top 5, top 7 heavyweights. You know, very dangerous. Zhang, 300 pounds. Parker on a run. Do you think we maybe look too much into the defeats rather than looking at who he lost to?
Yeah, a little bit of that, and yeah, into the fact that the things that Malik was saying there. And look, see, for me, I was a fighter that, in a camp, for me anyway, everything had to be perfect. If I'm having distractions and things going on that I can't control outside of my camp, they're always in the back of my head somewhere. I wasn't someone who could just completely focus on camp. So I needed my life to be perfect. going into a fight. And I feel like that's a sense similar to what happened to Deontay. I mean, it sounds like from the things that he was telling us, and he was very transparent, there was a lot of chaos around that time. So preparing for someone like Zhang or Joseph Parker, when mentally you're probably not all there, ideally it's not the place you want to be.
Are you surprised that he did continue after Zhilei Zhang? There were question marks about will we see Deontay again? They were trying to, you know, build up and sell us the AJ fight, and then he got stopped. Were you surprised that he did continue?
I wasn't surprised because Deontay just had the heart of a lion. Like he's a warrior by heart. He follows the warrior code, and I believe he is just as stubborn in his way in a fight the same way Chisora is. I believe he don't know how to turn away. I believe he refused to go out after the Zhang fight off a knockout like that. I believe if he would have had a better chance at probably thinking about retirement if the fight was close but he lost on distance. But the fact that he knew he got knocked out, he didn't want to go out like that. That was a big thing around his name, and he wanted to fix it. And so far, you got to give him credit. He's been addressing all his life issues publicly. He's got back in the gym very heavy with Don House, and he has a big fight here with Derek Chisora. So we're going to see if all those things get him back to being what he once was.
Let's play a bit of a game here. Let's just say Wilder does win. Let's say Wilder, and if he does win, let's be honest, it's going to come via stoppage. Points, maybe not, but stoppage. If he wins and you are his manager, promoter, who are you putting him with in next?
Well, it depends what you want. If you want the most money, I mean, and the guy that's mentioned Wilder's name actually is Usyk. Now, people will scoff at that and say, you know, he shouldn't be close to Usyk, but in some ways you would agree. But Usyk's reason for fighting Wilder is because he's fought all the rest of the top guys of this generation, apart from Wilder. So, I mean, if you're the guy, if you're looking after Wilder and you beat Derek Chisora, I would say Usyk, #1, but AJ's another fight because that's a fight that's been talked about for so long as well that hasn't materialized. So one of them two I'd be happy with.
I'm a boxing head, as you all know. In saying that, I am very interested. I love watching knockout artists face each other. I'm not talking about just heavy-handed fighters fighting each other. I'm talking about knockout artists facing each other. And we're at the end on the second half of Deontay Wilder's career. And I would love to see him face a Fabio Wardley here, not literally here, but here on the other side of the pond, possibly at the O2 Arena, wherever it's sell. Two knockout artists, and I'm talking about one-punch knockout artists. It kind of puts me in a frame of mind of when Gerald McKellen fought Julian Jackson.
Wow,
two knockouts. The game needs it, the division needs it. I would love to see it. But as far as the big picture, obviously we all would want to see the Usyk thing, or we all would want to see other things. But I would just love for him and Fabio to get it on. Two knockout artists. Even over here, I hear sometimes with the comparisons of, wow, he's knocking out people how Wilder was. Well, we need to get him and Wilder in the ring so they can settle and see who's the real knockout artist.
The fact that you guys have mentioned 3 different names, again, tells you just how big a star Wilder is. And again, the carrot being dangled in his face. You said AJ and Usyk, you said Wardley. All 3 fights are enormous, especially if Wardley wins a world title, all 3. That's what, I guess, that's why we have to wait and see how Wilder looks on Saturday. If Wilder looks good, I guess the show continues. The train keeps going on.
Yeah, it's like anybody at this stage of their career. It's about how you look, really, isn't it? And both guys will be looking to win. But if Wilder, I mean, Wilder's a guy who's very, very lucky because he could be a mile behind in a fight and he can rely on that power to get him out of trouble. I've seen it against Luis Ortiz where he fought him in Las Vegas, and I was sitting ringside, watched him being comprehensively outpointed, but he never panicked because it was like, I know once I land, I'm going to get you. And the first shot that hit him, it hit him on his forehead.
Yes.
I mean, that should be breaking your hand, not knocking a guy out. Yes. And they just shoot. The guy's power is absolutely extraordinary.
He's here. You know, I'm going to give Wilder an excuse. I live close to this area. Traffic can be monstrous. It can be a bit horrible. But he is about 45 minutes late. But I won't tell him he's late. But he is here. And he looks hungry, Malik. He looks motivated. I almost feel like there's a big weight lifted off Wilder's shoulders.
Yes.
And he almost seems to be walking into this one with a bit more freedom.
Yes, and I believe that he wants to hurt Chisora more than people really realize. I think these guys have done a good job with the promotion. You know what's real interesting? I think, like, even though they have so much love and respect for each other, it's something that's been like an enigma that's kind of still been interesting about the press conference. And I know what it is. We want to know and see these guys turn that love into violence immediately. I believe they're going to do that Saturday night, and I can't wait for it.
Indeed. Chisora, we know what he brings. Nickname War Chisora, the Bronze Bomber as well. One thing Chisora has promised is that he is going to drown Deontay Wilder. He's going in to take him into deep waters. This is what he's been telling us.
100 fights between us, brother.
Once that bell rings for 12 rounds, we are not friends.
12 rounds? That's cute.
It's gonna be a war.
One punch, Derek. That's all it's ever taken.
Okay, there you go. Derek Chisora, Deontay Wilder, a bit of fish, and you understand the storyline there. What is Derek Chisora's best win?
Oh, his best win?
Best win.
Now you put me on the spot now.
Sorry, can I name a few?
Go on.
Sorry, Malik Scott. Sorry, yeah.
Malik Scott. That's a good win.
Joe Joyce. Carlos Takam, Otto Bollin. I think he beat Hellenius, but obviously it doesn't count. But he beat Hellenius.
Well. Yeah. I mean, even a fight that he didn't win, but he gave maybe the hardest fight of his career was Alexander Usyk. People seem to forget about that. But a good win for, I'd say, Big Malik Scott probably his best win.
Here we go.
Yes.
And I want to go with, I believe his fights with Pulev are very underrated. I think Derek had to really dig down, especially the fight that was, the second fight I believe was here, correct?
Yeah.
And I believe that fight, Derek dug down and he showed Derek defense come across as if he don't have defense because he's War Chisora, he comes forward, but believe it or not, there's an art to his madness when he's coming forward. A lot of times he gets undershot, a lot of times he picks shots off with his arms very well. I would go with the Pulev fight.
He's almost got that cross-arm defense that Joe Frazier used to use.
Joe Frazier.
And it's not easy, right? Because Chisora's a lot bigger than Joe Frazier. In order to kind of bounce up and down a lot, it shows his fitness as well.
Absolutely, and he always say, most fighters train for boxing. I train strictly for condition. And the reason that he say that is because he don't have an identity crisis. He know who he is. He know he don't have slick movements. He know he's not a pure boxer. But what he do know is he has an engine that could possibly drown any man in the world. And that's what he's looking forward to trying to do to Deontay.
I think it's the heart as well, because if you look at Derek in how he fights, he's non-stop from the first moment to the point where after 2 rounds, you're looking at Derek thinking he's going to blow a gasket, he's going to tire out. But he continues to fight like that for 12 rounds. Unbelievable heart, unbelievable engine, and just a will and determination to get over the line all the time.
The reason I asked that question about the best win, would this be his best win?
Oh, absolutely. That would be for me. Yeah,
I would say
would
yes.
this be number one on that list?
It has everything to do with the timing. It has everything to do with the promotion. And believe it or not, it has everything to do with, it's almost like the game is giving him something back that he put in. And what have Derek Chisora put in this game? A bunch of guts and glory. So him getting a win, I would totally understand. But Wilder has an equalizer that could possibly stop that.
Could Wilder win on points?
I can't see it, to be honest. I think that he, because of Derek's style and how he fights, he's going to be on him a lot. He'll be winning rounds, I think, Derek. Well, I mean, like we said, we talked about the Lewis Ortiz fight. Wilder wasn't concerned that he was a mile behind on the scorecard because it's almost like once I land, that's it. And I think he'll be having the same approach in this fight. Can he win on points? I mean, he can, but I don't think he can in the same sentence.
Give me the American point of view with Wilder. Obviously, look, WBC heavyweight champion. He should have the respect of the American public. Are they still behind Wilder? Have they moved on? Are they looking at the next forces? Maybe Jared Anderson. I know he's coming off a defeat, but he's kind of getting back to himself. Is Wilder still the man in the heavyweight division in America?
I believe certain fighters come through boxing that they don't just have fans, they have a cult of fans. Deontay Wilder don't just have permanent fans, he has a cult. You can't tell them nothing about Deontay Wilder.
I've seen
and that cult and that fan fan base is pretty big in the United States of America. So yes, his fan base is still good. People still believe in him. And you got to realize they're going to continue to believe in him because he gave them so many exciting nights. Not by decision. They watched him vitally give entertainment and knock people out cold, give people shakes while he was on the ground. This is entertainment, and Deontay Wilder did that more than 40 times. America is not going to forget that, and they standing by him.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it, that Derek Chisora is fighting Deontay Wilder before Anthony Joshua?
Say it again.
It's kind of crazy that Derek Chisora is fighting Derek Chisora is fighting Wilder before Anthony Joshua is.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's
crazy,
it's a crazy sport, isn't it, really? But listen, it's a good fight. Two guys at a similar part of their career. I do not mind the fight, but I'm very, very excited for what I think will be an absolute war.
Indeed. All right, let's hear from both Wilder and Chisora. I was lucky enough to, or unlucky or lucky enough to be in the middle. Take it whichever way you can. They did speak to each other. It was a face-off, and let's show you a small snippet of that as well.
Bro, I love you. You're my dog. I swear to God, I want to beat you up. You don't understand. It's a... You haven't got a clue what's about to happen on the 4th. Everybody says they have a clue, but they ain't got a clue. So when you come prepared, no excuses, because I am turning up. As you guys Americans say, are we turning up? I'm coming. I am coming. There's no two ways about it. I'm coming. I'm be very possessed. I'm coming. Yeah, and I will win the fight.
10-4. I receive it. Roger that. But on the other hand, I'm coming as well, brother. And many times I've said I love you to death, man, like a real brother. The relationship that we have built has been strong, you know, and after this, it's going to be even stronger. When you retire, I'm going to give you a little gift, and that's going to be a black eye, maybe 2 if you're lucky. But I got to do it, man.
I already got 2 already.
But I got to do what I got to do, you know. This is my time. This is my getting myself back together. Your mind is already on retirement. And I'm going to be gladly to put you in it. Because this is what you want.
Thou shalt not pass. Thou shalt not pass.
For me, I'm in a different path. I'm in a different journey. I'm the most happiest I've ever been, you know, going through it. I gotta do what I gotta do, bro.
Thou shalt not pass.
It's nothing against you. But understand, when I get in the ring, I'm going to turn into a road man. You understand me?
Oh, I like that. Yeah, road man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He's in the building. He's in the building with his manager, Shelley Finkel, long-term manager as well. That face-off, that was as serious as it got. That little snippet there. These guys are jovial and happy-go-lucky with each other. It's going to get serious. I think we know that on Saturday night. But that moment there, which you saw, was me saying, both of you, take your glasses off and tell the other person how you're going to win. And Chisora's like, I'm going to drown you. And when he said, you don't know what's coming, I kind of understood what he meant. Like, this is all fun and games, but you're going to go into deep waters. And I loved it. I think I saw a bit, until they started laughing, I saw both guys lock eyes and start to understand this is serious business.
I think Malik would be able to speak to that better than me, but I think Derek is right in the sense that that's how he fights. We know what he's about. He's going to try and drag him into deep waters, and it's up to Deontay to be able to deal with that. I think Deontay understands that as well. This is going to be a difficult fight for however long it lasts, but he'll be of the mindset, I think, of Ortiz, that I could be a mile behind this fight, but once I hit you once, that's it, game over. And that's why he's always got the confidence.
Wilder, I believe, is 40, 41. He looks 10 years younger than that.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, he looks like he's still got so many more years left in him. Father Time gets us all, though, Malik, right?
Yes, yes.
And who knows if it will get him on Saturday.
Father Time is undefeated. But, you know, what they say, black don't crack, right?
Black don't crack. That's what they say. Sorry, Carl.
Carl look good, though, man.
Carl look good.
Yeah, he can come to the barbecue. He's good. But he's been taking care of himself. Like I said, he's rejuvenated. He's been training hard. And you're right, Adi. He does look, I would say, 32, 33 years old, if anything. So that just goes to show there's no real wear and tear. A lot of times you can see fighters that fought as long as Deontay, before they even get in the ring, they look more than their age. He doesn't look that way. It looked like he's ready to put on a good performance Saturday night, and I'm looking forward to it.
Is this annoying for the fighters, Carl? I mean, obviously there's some things you just have to do, right? You have to go to media public workouts. You have to do the press conference. Ultimately, the fighters just want to be in the hotels, getting massages, chilling out. Or do they like this? That kind of second to last time to really look into your opponent's eyes?
That depends who you are, really. I think that it was different for me because I was always someone who was struggling to make weight, and to do one of these things so close to the weigh-in was always a bit of a nuisance, if I'm being honest. But the boys don't have that worry, and I would imagine, knowing their two characters, they probably quite enjoy a press conference.
Yeah, this is an incredible turnout, by the way. Again,
yes, it is.
Members of the media. This is all members of the media in front of us right here, right now. And it goes to show the excitement people have for Chisora versus Wilder. It's an incredible fight. 50 fights each is incredible as well. I mean, heavyweights of today's era just don't get to those numbers. Most are getting to 30s max. For these two to be cracking on to 100 combined fights is incredible.
I think so too. And Deontay said he wasn't even aware that this was his 50th fight. And some say, oh, he's just saying that. But I really believe in this game, fighters can have so many fights that, and they strive to chase everything that have to do with legacy and not counting what's going on in the outside life, that you can end up forgetting. You had your wars, you've been through big fights, you've been through little fights. So yeah, you could lose the number amount, but for both of these guys to be on a 50th fight and they fighting each other, they always say everything's supposed to happen when it's supposed to happen. I believe them two fighting is happening at the perfect time.
Speak to that, Carl. 50 fights each. It's a number that in the heavyweight division, I mean, we see it in the lower weight classes because they seem to have more fights. Yeah. But in the heavyweight division, you don't get to those kind of numbers.
No, you don't. But even in the lower weight classes, and these days, someone to hit 50 numbers or 50 fights is a rare number. So credit to the boys, but like you said, Adi, to be doing it in the heavyweight division, and for Deontay to be saying, I want to continue after it, who knows, he might hit 60. I mean, this is the number that used to hit back in the 50s and 60s when guys had that amount of fights, but it doesn't really happen anymore. So credit to both boys for fighting so much, so often, for so long, and for giving us all the shows that they have.
Credit to you two as well for talking for so long. We are now ready to go. Both men are here. Let's throw it up to Adam Smith for this one. Derek Chisora versus Deontay Wilder press conference.
There we go. Hi everybody, a very warm welcome back to the main event, a huge heavyweight collision in the blue ribbon division. Two legendary warriors, and let's bring them in for the final press conference. Just a couple of days to go. 2 more sleeps for the pair of them. From Tuscaloosa in Alabama, he has a record of 44 victories in 49 fights, 43 by KO, a 97.73% knockout ratio. Former bronze medalist in the Olympics, of course. He is the bronze bomber, the man, the bomb squad, the wonderful former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder. And also in fight number 50, isn't that incredible? 100 between the pair come Saturday night. He won the ABA title, I think 20 years ago, maybe even here. The former British, Commonwealth and European champion, 2-time world challenger, but so much more to the sport. The cult character, the entertainer, the unpredictable, the wonderful. Won't we miss him when he's gone? Derek War Chisora. Welcome, everybody. So they've entertained us for so long. They've excited us, and finally, they come together. Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder. We cannot wait. Deontay, let's start with you. Welcome back to Britain. Saw you a few weeks ago. It was all very sweet and respectful at the press conference down by the river. We're now at your call, the home of British boxing. Fight face, fight eyes on you now. 48 hours to go till you're meeting Derek Chisora. What now ticks through the mind of the Bronze Bomber?
Just ready to go, you know. I mean, the talking has been done. The training has been done. Here we are, the final presser. The only thing we have left is the weigh-in and time to fight. You know, the hardest part is just waiting. You know, this is the hardest part, waiting on that time. And I'm ready to go. I've been telling everybody I had to heal, you know, and it took a long time for me to heal. But, you know, sometimes it takes those times to get to the point, because sometimes we can rush things as being human. We never want to be patient. We want things right then and there. And this healing, I had to wait. I had to take time. I had to heal physically, mentally, emotionally. And I think I've done that, Adam. And come Saturday night, I will prove that, you know.
It took you some time to get here tonight. Was that the good old London traffic or some mind games late on to your old rival?
No, not at all, you know. It was a little bit of traffic, but also, you know, coming from training, getting myself together, take a shower. You know, I'm big on hygiene, so so I had to come and get myself together, get myself right, and sorry for the tardiness, but we're here.
We'll let you off.
I appreciate that.
Do you feel right? Do you feel, I suppose we can ask this question over and over again, as good as ever? But you have to be now, don't you, at this stage in your career? This is last chance saloon.
I have to feel right, you know. It's many times I should have canceled different fights because, you know, physically I wasn't there, but mentally I just wanted to see what I would do in certain wars, you know. Like I said before, I only got into this business because I was a father that risked my life to save a girl with spinal bifida life. You know, that was the only. I come from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where we believe in football and basketball, mostly football, and that's a C. And that was my plans all along. You know, knowing that I couldn't go to school anymore and participate in those things to make me a professional, I had to go to the School of Hard Knocks and join the gym, and, you know, and it came to be boxing, and, you know, so like I said before, I've been selfless for a long time. And at this point in time in my life, I'm selfish. So I'm going to enjoy these times that I have. And because I know when it's over, when I do say I've hung up the gloves, you know, people are going to miss me. And I'm not coming back, you know, at all. You know, I am going to be one of those people that say when I retire, you don't have to worry about me coming back every week saying I'm back. You know, surprise. Nah, when I say I'm gone, and that's it. So enjoy me while I'm here.
We will enjoy you. We have enjoyed you. And we're ready to see another big performance Saturday night, Deontay Wilder. Are you locked and loaded? Have a little look at your opponent over there, because I'm going to go through him in a minute. He's going to bring the war. What are you bringing Saturday night?
Man, I'm bringing a lot of things, you know. I got things that I'm wearing. I even got this mouthpiece that I'm putting out there. It's called Zeus, and you can go online at Zeus, that's xe-us.com, and it's a mouthpiece that's for performance and for professional athletes, and it's just something about how the jaw is lined together, how it give you so much power, give you energy, and give you things that you never had before. you know, and also friendship of the things that that's been going on. It's going to be live. It's going to be real. And I can't wait for it. And I'm going to tell Derek, I hope he bring his heart, because I'm going to take that too.
Okay, Derek, he's taking your heart. 43 knockouts in his 44 victories, but you bring the war.
1, 2. 1, 2. Is this on?
That's the one.
Is this on? No, I'm joking. Listen, listen, I think everybody knows what time it is when I get in the ring. You know, there's no point of trying to say, oh, I was not ready, or this and this. Boxing is so easy. You know, it's put your hands up and hit the other guy. That's it. That's it. That is it. Everybody complicates boxing by doing all this and this. No, no, boxing is so easy. Just put your hands on your chin and rush to the other guy and hit him. That's what I'm going to do. So I've done it for 49 fights. Some I've won, some I've lost. You know, but I keep bouncing back. But this time I won't be bouncing back. I'll be getting out of the ring and going home. Listen, Deontay Wilder, great power. You know, great power. But I can guarantee you that there's no point of when you come and sit down, or you won't be sitting down, you're going to be standing up, because I am starting so fast that this fight will not see 12 rounds. And I hope his gumshoe Zeus helps him out, or whatever he's got to give him the energy, because I know what energy I need. I need that crazy energy. So I don't need Zeus or anybody. I just need war and pain. That's what I'm bringing. You know, I'm going to hit this man everywhere. I just pray that when nobody's going to come with excuses out of the two of us. Say, oh, I was not ready. You know, after the fight finish, I hope me and him can sit down and smoke a spliff together.
Derek, he says he's going to take your heart. I don't think it's been taken yet through your 20-year career. How does he do that, and how do you stop that happening?
Oh, he took my heart a long time ago when he said he busted nut on his baby mama and busted nut on his stomach. I was like, wow. I was like, Jesus. But you know what? You know, I've listened. I don't know. Maybe he might be the first guy to take my heart, but we'll see.
How well do you feel at this stage? You've got momentum, you've got wins behind you, and it looks to us as though Derek Chisora is rumbling on with great momentum. Do you feel you're taking that into the O2 on Saturday night?
Listen, O2's going to be buzzing. My kids are coming. Listen, I don't know. The only hardest thing about O2 for me will be that ring walk. You know, but after the first bell goes, you know, everything will be easy for me. But I can guarantee you the first ball, that maybe we might not even see round 2. Do you understand? Because the way I'm thinking right now, I'm so fit and I'm so ready for this fight, we might not even see round 2. I might say, you know what, fuck it, let's go. What's there? Let's be honest. Fuck it. My room's gonna say, you know what? Fuck this shit, man. Let's just go. You know, I hope he's ready, because I'm just gonna say, you know what? Fuck this shit, man. Let's just fucking go for this shit. Yes, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do that. Fuck it. Let's go. That's it. So there's no way of like, oh, in round 2 gonna do this. No. Fuck it. I'm gonna tell my trainer, say, you know what? Fuck it. We're going. That's it now. That's the game plan. Fuck it, we're going.
A quick apology for that. But, you know, the kids, listen, Derek is unpredictable. And listen to him. It could be one round, this fight. Derek, it's that ruthless. It could be one round.
Listen, the name of the game plan, fuck it, let's go.
Deontay, just a quick reaction. One round, it could be, for a Chisora win.
Most definitely. You know, the thing is, he ain't got to worry about my power. He just got to worry about not seeing it. You know, we know Derek built his name off of pressure, but the pressure don't break me. We know Derek built this name up with pressure, but pressure don't break me. Pressure only reveals me. And what he's gonna feel is something that he's never felt in his whole career before.
Fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, baby.
This is better. Hey,
let's go.
This is good, right? It's not a few weeks ago now. We're ready for battle.
Thou shalt not pass. Fuck it, let's go.
Oh, man.
Hey, listen, let's be honest about it. We're having fun right now, but I'm going to guarantee you, yeah. Yes, he's got power, this man. But all I'm just saying, fuck it, let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. You know.
It ain't all about the power, it's what you ain't gonna see.
It don't matter, bro.
Bam!
Let's go.
Good night.
Hey, you're making Shirley jump, for fuck's sake. Gonna get a heart attack. Shirley, sit the fuck down. Listen, all I'm saying is we're gonna have a good time. Yes, me and this man here are cool, but we are gonna have a good time when we arrive at O2 Arena. There ain't gonna be no It's gonna be fuck it, let's
go.
Fuck it, let's
go.
Fuck it, let's
go.
Fuck it, let's
go.
Fuck it, let's fuck it, let's fuck it, let's fuck it, let's go. Fuck it, let's go. Let's go.
The table nearly goes again, Callis Howland. You've been in the middle of huge heavyweight promotions before. I remember sitting with you in Manchester when the table did topple over, and we got a cracking fight, didn't it, with Derek and Dillian?
I just felt the vibrations go there. The last time that Derek did that to me, a table went flying. So, yeah, listen, blessed to be here. It's what a fight to be involved in. You know, I've been lucky enough to be involved with the Holyfields, the Klitschko's, the David Hayes, massive heavyweight nights. This is, I've got to say, the fight I've been most excited to promote a heavyweight. It's just too, you know, heavyweight boxing is one thing, but the characters it produces, the ride I've had with Derek over the years, ups and downs and sidewayses, and, you know, obviously Deontay Wilder speaks for himself, longest serving heavyweight, WBC champion of all time, hardest punching heavyweight of all time. But I've got to say, Derek Chisora, man, got to go down as one of the greatest characters of all time. Yeah? And the journey this man has had through the sport. I remember a show that we did with Derek. Derek just wanted to get out. And I remember you coming over to Germany and you fought like before the cameras went on. He just wanted to fight. And, you know, then he, you know, went to stadiums in Germany, and then he came back over here. And, you know, what a journey, man. What a journey. And, you know, we're lucky to be part of it. It's the first big MF Pro show since our inception a few months ago, so we're excited to be putting it on. Delighted to be working together with Queensbury, you know, with such a long legacy. We're the shortest legacy in the business, working with the longest legacy promoter in the business. So, you know, as I said before, the undercard, 9 fights. It's going to be one hell of a night, and as the beautiful global home of boxing, DAZN puts it, an icon must fall.
I think that's a good time to go to DAZN's Alfie Sharman for your thoughts about A, this huge heavyweight fight on Saturday night, and B, the heavyweight scene. It's just week after week now, live on DAZN.
Yeah, thanks, Adam, the voice of boxing.
Mate, I don't know why you are sitting here and talking. You need to get off. I didn't tell you you're not talking today.
Oh, fantastic.
1 2, yeah. Alfie, why are you sitting here and talking?
Because it's our show, Derek. We approved your show.
You approved it. I wanted to go to Sky, and then you guys jumped on it.
We're not at Sky.
Alfie, come on. You're not talking today.
I was going to wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much, Alfie. I love
Derek.
you, bro, but I know your Tinder profile has been booming up with the chicks because you're sitting next to Deontay Wilder.
It's Shelley.
No, I'm joking.
Listen, yeah, thanks. It will go on longer if I keep getting interrupted. I just want to say it's great to be here at the historic Guildhall. You know, as you said, the tagline here, an icon will fall. You know, despite the back and forth, you know, Derek obviously is an icon, and Deontay has achieved so much in the heavyweight game. On Saturday there will be fireworks. This time, 7 days ago, I was sitting introducing heavyweight season And what's happened since then? On Saturday, we saw Moses Itauma knock out Jermaine Franklin, probably the future of heavyweight boxing. Yeah.
At last. We're not talking about anybody else. 1, 2. What's my microphone off? Is it on?
It's on. Yeah, go on. It's on.
Okay.
And here we are with these guys, the icons. I think on Saturday someone's getting stopped. Listen, we as a broadcaster are traditionally agnostic. I know who I'd like to win. But the very best of luck to both men on Saturday. We'll look forward to seeing you all there live and exclusive, only on DAZN. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks, Alfie. I'm sure you and Derek will get a beer after the fight. Right, over to Amma Abdallah from MF Pro. Nice to see you. What a great event it is on Saturday for MF Pro and for British boxing to see these two guys in the ring.
Don't do it, Derek. Don't do it. I could bet any money I know where your jacket is from. Gucci.
So once they give us a sponsorship for the next MF Pro show in association with DAZN, we will promote them. Everybody, thank you so much for coming out. Everybody tuning in around the world, live on DAZN exclusively. We have the fight of the year. Derek Chisora, Deontay Wilder. It's not about titles. It's not about rankings. It's not about anything. It's about the funnest fight in the heavyweight division. You've got the master of knockouts, Deontay Wilder, the heaviest punching heavyweight in the history of the sport, against the heart and pride of Derek Chisora. Let me talk. When Derek called me for this fight,
I didn't call you.
Stop. Stop. Turn that mic off. The conversation went just like this. The conversation went just like this.
Go on. Hold on. Go on. I did not call you. Get it right.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you done?
So
the conversation went just like this.
Yeah. Go on.
Brother Amir, yeah?
Yeah.
I got a fight for MF Pro, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what you...
let me talk. Derek, let me just finish talking. Yeah, I want to give you guys a gift, yeah? Sure, Derek, what's the fight? I want my last fight, yeah, to be with MF Pro, yeah? Okay. And I want... So I thought he was going to give me a soft touch, you know, somebody he can take his 50th fight with in London to go home, and he said, I want Deontay, yeah? I go, Wilder? And he's like, who the fuck else is called Deontay? And I said, okay. I said, Derek, are you sure you want this fight for your last fight? So because, you know, Derek and I have a personal relationship, but because I've never dealt with him in a professional sense, I called my partner Kelly and I said, Kelly, this guy's a nutcase. He wants for his last fight Deontay Wilder. So we got the team on the call, and we have the best team in boxing. Kelly and Nissa Sauerland, legends in the sport. Mams Taylor, the mastermind behind Misfits, KSI. Let's give them a big round of applause to the MF Pro team. And the guys were like, are you serious? Are we going to launch with Wilder Chisora? And then Derek's like, Chisora Wilder, yeah? I said, okay, fine, Chisora Wilder. And the fight was made. I called Shelly, who I have a great relationship with. He called Deontay. And they're like, yeah, we're in. The fight literally took a half hour, 45 minutes to get made. It would have taken shorter if Derek would have called back faster. But the fight got made quick because both guys wanted. Throughout this promotion, guys, I've been wanting to see Derek flip a table. I've been wanting to see Deontay scream and push. It's just not that kind of promotion. This is a buildup of two legends, two icons in the sport. And one of those icons will fall on April 4th. Deontay will bring everything that he's known to bring. Deontay's mentality in this fight is different than I've ever seen. You can't provoke him. You can't push him. He's a lot more emotionally, spiritually sound than I've ever seen. And to me, that's a very dangerous guy. I was sitting with Mike Tyson a couple of weeks ago, and we were talking about the fight, and Mike goes, this is one of the most interesting matchups in the history of this division because of the markup of this fight and the personalities of this fight. Derek's going to bring it. He's going to bring it for 12 rounds. And outside of Alexander Usyk, and I'll say this confidently, Derek is the most conditioned guy in boxing. I've never seen somebody as conditioned as him. He's going to bring, if he has to go 12 3-minute rounds of nonstop pressure, he will. But Deontay's only got to be great for 1 second until he clips him with that God-given talent of power that he's got. April 4th, you will not want to miss this. One icon will fall, Chisora Wilder. Don't miss it, exclusively on DAZN pay-per-view. Brought to you by MF Pro. Thank you.
Very nice. Well
That
done.
sounded a bit aggressive for the way you were speaking. That was a bit aggressive.
I think he's excited.
Thank you, yeah.
Just excited, right? 35, 40 minutes to make the fight, Shelley Finkel. That's one of the easier ones in your long, illustrious career. You're coming off that great win for Willie Hutchinson last Saturday. So is it going to be twice come Saturday night? You're here for a big one now.
First of all, is that working? Is it working? Yeah. Okay. First of all, Amir, you're speaking very well. I'm very impressed with this.
I have a good mentor in Shelley Finkel. Thank you.
My first experience with Derek was ducking when he threw that table over. I was handling Klitschko at the time, and I said, "What is this?" And I learned the Chisora storm when it came. And in the years that followed, Derek and I have a very, very mutual respect for each other on many levels. But it always seems I'm on the other side of the fence, and I have to root against him, even though I really like him, and I'm going to root very hard against him. And I think Deontay is going to do what Klitschko did. Thank you.
Shelley, just one more before.
Sure.
I just want to know, you've been around Deontay from the beginning. You know him so well. What makes you really confident ahead of this one? Because his form's not been the best in the last 2 or 3 years. What is going to be special on Saturday night?
You know, I'm just not a believer in crying over spilt milk. I know what happened with the Parker fight. I know about an accident he had there 2 days before. But we were also signed at that point for 2 fights against Joshua. The contracts were done. But fate has a way of intervening. The man is the strongest-minded person you'll ever meet. He's gone through a lot. He's overcome it. I've seen it personally. And now he has to prove it against an indomitable will who will be coming at him with everything. And I believe he'll do it.
Deontay, they say setbacks inspire comebacks. You're 40 years old, not that you look it, you keep yourself in impeccable shape. Has camp been as good as it could possibly be at this stage? And do you have the reflexes and the speed still to land that dynamite power of yours?
Camp has been amazing. You know, I can't say nothing less but amazing. I've had amazing sparring partners. I have an amazing team around me, have amazing doctors around me. I'm really speechless for what happened in camp. I can't explain. Even people that have witnessed, you know, sparring, different guys coming in. We had great guys that pressured me all through camp, you know, mimicked Derek to the T, you know, and brought their own style as well. And I can't explain. There's no words to express or to explain how it went, because I look unstoppable. You know, I didn't even recognize myself in that. I was just so zoned out and just happy to be in the space that I was in. It was just amazing, and I'm just looking to transfer what I've done in sparring and training to the actual fight where it really counts, you know. And I'm looking forward to it all. I'm spiritually, mentally, and physically here, ready to go. You know, what better opponent to have than a Derek War Chisora? And what better place to be than in London at the O2 Arena? I'm ready to write my story in the history books there. And like Amir said, Derek has to be perfect for 12 rounds. I only have to be for 2 seconds. Then bam, baby, good night.
And you will be for those 2 seconds. You'll find a way.
I will. You know, Derek is built off of pressure, and I need that to elevate myself. I need everything that Derek's going to bring. That's why he was the perfect opponent for me. And we said yes within seconds, you know, especially after he called me. You know, it was automatically yes, because if I say I'm truly back like I think I am, I need what he has to bring for me. I need that pressure. I need that aggression. See, Derek has to get angry to fight. I don't have to be angry at you to fight. I still whoop your ass. Because even when I say I love you, I'm still whoop that ass.
I don't have to get angry. Don't get it right. Get it right.
That's just the bottom line of it.
I don't have to get angry. I'm a happy guy. I don't have to get angry. I don't have to do anything.
Well, I'm gonna need all that you're gonna bring.
I love fighting, bro.
Me too.
I love fighting.
From the beginning of me, since I was a young boy.
Yeah, we both love fighting.
My mother used to say, I don't know why he gets so angry. He just balled his fist up and he just... Bro. And I just started hitting people. I remember being in the kindergarten beating guys that was in the 5th grade. You know, I would get on their back and pull their neck back and try to break their spine off their back. And I would tell them to call on their mama. They would say, Mama, help me. And I still wouldn't let go. I have something in me like a hawk that even if I saw your body on the ground, I'd still kick you. Just like Frosted Flakes.
As I say, fuck it. Let's go. Oh, baby, I'm so pumped.
Yeah, baby.
I'm so pumped.
So I'm privileged to be in the ring with you.
Thank you.
I'm privileged to be here behind, you know, I wouldn't even say enemy lines because I probably have more fans than you here. You know what I mean? I have so much love here, and I don't have no bad stories of coming here to England.
Listen,
all
England
around.
loves
I've been
you,
all
bro.
around.
England loves you. I ain't gonna lie to you. England loves you.
It's been amazing.
Deontay and Derek, we've both got love for you. I want a final prediction in one sentence. What happens Saturday night?
Bam, baby, good night.
What round?
Bam, baby, good night.
What round?
Bam, baby, good night.
What round?
Bam, baby, good night.
Derek, you. What happens?
Fuck you, man. I want to take round 1.
Derek's round 1.
Yeah, I want that round 1 now.
Bam, baby, good night.
And bam, baby, good night. It is Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder finally putting it together. The tension's been a little more than first time around a few weeks ago. The clock is ticking. Deontay and Derek, please face off in front of this packed media. Saturday night live on the global home of boxing, DAZN, MF Pro and Queensberry present an incredible event. The O2 is going to be bouncing.
Here we go. Main event. They made us wait for it, didn't they? They made us wait, but it's worth the wait. Derek Chisora versus Deontay Wilder. Wilder already in position for the obligatory face-off. Derek Chisora making his way for the face-off as well. What did you make of the press conference?
I enjoyed it, if I'm being honest. I mean, there was no pushing and shoving. Well, not quite yet. The boys seem respectful, very respectful of each other, but I enjoyed that press conference. A lot of funny moments as well. Derek saying what he's saying. Deontay seems confident.
Let's go.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, they finally got the microphone. We need to hear that.
We need to hear it.
Don't bring your heart because I'm going to take it.
There we go.
Don't worry about that, man.
Bring all the pressure you can. I want that. I need that, Derek. Listen, bro. I need you to bring the pressure. I need you to bring
in what I'm bringing.
Everything in the kitchen sink. I need you to bring all the appliances that are not bolted down. I want you to throw the refrigerator if you can pick it up. I need it for myself because I am ready, bro.
I'm coming, bro.
I am healed. This is a healed Wilder, bro.
I'm happy for you healed, bro. I'm coming. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. And
coming,
when you retire, I want you to come to Alabama.
Definitely coming, bro.
Come on,
but are we going to smoke weed afterwards?
Yes, did it.
These guys are crazy, aren't they? You just don't know. Like, I see Callum behind,
I know
just
exactly
waiting to see if anything could happen. And it's like, okay, you guys are laughing now. We don't know if you're going to laugh or throw hands. What we do know is that these guys will throw hands on Saturday. Don't be fooled by these guys smiling. As soon as the first bell goes, and Chisora said it there, I can't repeat what he said, but he said something bleep, bleep, bleep first round. I think he really is going to rush over and try and stick it on Wilder immediately. Whether that's good or not, I don't know, but that's what he's going to do.
I think he knows that gives him the best opportunity to win the fight. If he applies pressure and gets on Deontay's chest, that is Derek's best chance to win the fight. But Deontay will be expecting that. I think he will expect Derek to start fast and try and swarm him, and he'll be ready for it too. What really impressed me about Deontay was how confident he seemed.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you hear press conference and you hear fighters talk, there's you don't always believe it, what they're saying, but I believed every word of what he said up there, and he seems full of confidence.
Yeah, Malik said, sorry Malik, you said motivated, you said it. And when you said it, obviously it's one thing you saying and us seeing it. You seem right. He does seem very motivated right now, Wilder.
Yes, absolutely he is, because one, he feels more healed. Every joint pain that he had, every injury he had, he was able to take time and get those things fixed. A lot of people think Deontay did a lot of spiritual work, but he also had to do a lot of physical work because he was dealing with so many different injuries. So a healed Wilder and a happy Wilder and a violent Wilder is a very dangerous Wilder, and I'm looking forward to him to be so violent on Saturday. I can't wait to see this guy's fight, man. I'm excited about it.
Honestly, I can't wait as well. I think this is going to be incredible matchup between two people for different reasons. Derek Chisora wants to go out on a win, right? Number 50 and out, off into the sunset with Wilder on that CV. Deontay Wilder wants Anthony Joshua, wants Fabio Wardley, wants Alexander Usyk. Someone has got to lie here. Something's got to give, and it's going to be incredible fight night on Saturday, O2 Arena. Buy it now. Just go to DAZN.com. Best thing you can do is get Ultimate, where you can get all of these fights coming up. Remember, May 9th, Fabio Wardley, all of them. So Fabio Wardley against Daniel Dubois, all of these on Ultimate. Tomorrow, the weigh-in, something interesting for you guys. I don't want to give too much away. I want you guys to tune in for the weigh-in, because we're going to do a weigh-in like you've never seen before. That's tomorrow on DAZN. Are you joining us, Malik?
Absolutely. I'm looking forward
Carl,
to it.
you joining us as well?
There, boys, yeah. Yes.
And then after the weigh-in, a certain cruiserweight who hopes to one day sell out the O2 Arena, Pat Brown, is in action as well. Okay, so that's weigh-ins tomorrow, then Pat Brown on Friday, then Showtime on Saturday from us, from a packed York Hall, Bethnal Green as well. We'll see you for the weigh-ins tomorrow.
They say the body slows, that youth belongs to the bold, and that time is undefeated. And perhaps it is, but time has never understood pride. These are not young men chasing promise. These are men that have tasted consequence. One carries a right hand that can end the night in a heartbeat. And when that bell rings, who will remain standing? On April 4th, two heavyweights will meet, not as champions, not as prospects, but as warriors. Chisora, Wilder, an icon will fall. Fight Night on DAZN, brought to you by That Prize Guy.
Sky brings Disney Plus, HBO Max, Netflix and Hayu together for £24 a month. Sky. Believe in better.
Time will tell if the new MG4 Urban can live up to the hype of its older brother. In a space this crowded, it will take a serious player to disrupt the market.
Introducing the all-new MG4 EV Urban from just £239 a month.
Introducing the casino you love to hate, Mr. Q.
Don't miss the biggest nights in MMA.
We are now set for the main event. Ronaldo with the shot. Oh, it's gone. One of the greats. Champions of the world.
There's all to play for, which is so exciting. These teams have to come in here and give it their all.
Have a real nice tempo. Goes baseline, watch out. Oh, my! Oh, baby! All the way down the runway for a big-time throwdown.
Well, that's a lot of fans out there.
Look at that. The drama keeps continuing, Jenny.
This is just brilliant.